I'm not sure, but were there any alien meaning not from here, from somewhere else, I have to fix that. Okay, how do I, no. Okay, here it is. Brightness. Okay, fix that. Fix the brightness. Contrast. Fix the contrast. Saturation. Sharpness. Wow, I'm terrible at this. Wow, look at that. Could be like a cartoon character coming at you. Okay, so just leave it like that for now, okay? I don't want to play with it. So I just want to wait a couple of seconds. I'm going to get something from the fridge and come back. The video had ended. I'm going to be back in a second. The color's a little distorted. So is everything else. Yeah, okay. I'm not sure. I'm not sure who was here before, who was watching in the last video. Okay. I was talking about number 3 and the levels of 3. And in the cube, when you add the first and last, okay, the total is 7. That is the total. And all the insides will now equal to 7. 3 and 4 is the divider of everything. And as I showed in a previous video, 3 and 4 is not only the divider here. Let's see if I can go back far enough. Oh, yes, I could. Is where 9 plus 9 equals to 18. 1 plus 8 equals to 9. 1 and 1 equals to 2. 2 and 2 equals to 4. 3 and 3 equals to 6. 4 and 4 equals to 8. 5 and 5 equals to 10. 1 plus 0 equals to 1. 6 plus 6 equals to 12. 1 plus 2 equals to 3. 7 and 7 is 14. 1 plus 4 equals to 5. 8 and 8 is 16. 1 plus 6 equals to 7. So we had number 16 show up. We had number 14 show up. We had number 12 show up. We had number 10 show up. Now, why do I talk about this? Because this is all part of the primary creation. This is what happens when it gets doubled, what it looks like on the other side, and what its single digit characterizes after it's added. I call this the Pythagorean theory. I think that's what they do when you add everything to a single digit. I try to make everything to a base. Before you open up and examine, first you tell the student, it's an oyster. Where does the oyster come from? Are we going to talk about the guts of the oyster, how the oyster grows? At what point do we get really intricate about the cells of an oyster? So here is your 1 and 6. So if we're looking at dice, we'd say this is a complete opposite in dice. If I talk about this one, it can mean many things. It can mean the 2 and the 1. It can also mean the two center to the 4 corners, okay, or the 1 center to the 4 corners. That's what that 1 and 12 might mean. It might be saying that separately than saying 1 and 2. Maybe 2 is like that and 1 is like that. But when you're talking about in whole 12, right, which usually should be 2 dice, 6 and 6 equals to that 12. So now you have 2 dice involved. Here you have 2 dice. Here you have 3 dice. Okay. Here you have 3 dice. Only at 19 is 4 dice. So we are going by, in roulette, the halfway point in roulette is 18. 1 through 18 is 3 dice. Okay. 6, 6, 6. Here you would have a total of 24. Here you would have a total of 12. So in order to create the 24-hour day, you would say there were 4 times 6 equals to 24, because there is no 8. But what if we were playing with 2 dice? Well, you'd still have 6 and 6, or you'd have 3 8s equaling to 24. 3 dice. This is another game they call Sickbo. So what is happening here? I told you I'd tell you about DC. So 3 and 3 is 6, okay? Although this is D and C to start and D and C to start, it ends up as F and H. It ends up as the divided house by the 7th gate. Instilled to us by numbers and games, gematria, different ways that people around the world, not myself, but thousands and possibly millions of people around the world using some sort of numeric, alphanumeric number system. So if there's nobody in the world doing it, then everything I'm doing is brand new, and you can start to say I'm doing something different than the others. Otherwise, you can say I'm doing something exactly or similar to the others, just coming out and telling slightly a different story because of the way I come off with it. So when we go to F and H, this is the division of the 7th gate. Not only is this the division of the 7th gate, created mathematically by 2 times 4, 2 plus 4, equaling to 8, equaling to 6, equaling to a total of 14 and 48, equaling to 12, you now have 1/4 and 1/2 involved from the same relationship or situation that was created. Hey, Robin, how you doing? Do you follow what I'm saying? Sometimes I don't want to talk anymore. I want someone to say, yes, I understand, I follow, I see where you're going with it. The minute I put 2 numbers together, I will say this is 1/4. But what if it was 41? Would I say that was 4 to 1? Well, 4 to 1, right? If I go 41, it'd be 4 to 1. If I go 51, it would be 5 to 1. But if I go 12, that will be just 1/2. But if it's 1/2, if it was in time, it would be 30 minutes. But if it was 1/2, it'd be 0.5 of a whole of whatever that whole is. So how the numbers change, all telling the same story. Yeah, but if when you don't understand, just say repeat, go back. I wish you can show me your camera and point like I can point here. So this becomes the division of the 7th gate. If you go to gematria, it will show you that on each side of the letter G is going to be a 6 and a 6. What is going on in the world right now is that 66. Okay, the exchange is to take us up the highway 80. Highway 80, okay, is 86, and you are going to create, okay, a new birth in Pluto, okay, a new day, okay, and a new night, okay. When I look at this and I talk to myself, then I say a new time. Now, and I start to go over and over the rhymes of what possibly can come out of what the certain words that I have found. And there are other words to number 68. There are other words. And number 26 is card, C3A1, R18 equals 22 plus D26. Game, 7, 1, 13 equals to 21 plus E5, 26. God, Queen. We think of Queen and then we say, we are the champions. We are the champions. Talk about we. We would be upside down on the bottom. Where would M be? M be. MB. Two mountains. Where was I going to go next with this? Yeah, I started and I wrote out in the video that Beirut, in Beirut, or a reverse of that is Nibiru. Nibiru in Beirut, and in by the root, and the root is the roots of the earth, or go back to the root of all of whatever it is. To know the roots, to know your roots, to know maybe root words, or how about root beer, two E's coming together. You know, when I see two E's coming together, there's two things you can look at it. You can look at the torus, and everybody knows that if you want to go up to the top, you go up to the top. You're going counterclockwise. Now, if you want to go to the bottom, you're going to go clockwise. Right? What kind of system can we have that makes us go up and down, going only in one direction? Or is only the clock going in one direction, and we are not? We are not going in one direction. As everybody sees time moving forward and seasons changing, we are not always going forward, according to numbers, according to art, because this movement of continuous clockwork, okay, we can just be going around and around in the same circle, never going anywhere at all. Because eventually, if we were going somewhere, we'd eventually get to the top. But that's the work of the torus, going down as you go up. And everybody knows that if I would run a ball next to this finger, if there was a ball that would touch this finger, right, and the minute I'd hit the ball this way, right, I would force the ball this way to turn this way. So it would be turning this way. Two opposite direction balls. Both slightly round. Both slightly round. Both slightly round. The earth isn't flat. It's both slightly round. It is flat for a certain distance. Like the floor I'm on, it's basically flat. It's a flat floor. It's got a little angle to it, but it's still a flat floor, right? So let me finish with what I was doing with this piece over here. So the center of everything, okay, is between 3 and 4. This is where the center is. And this would be headquarters. HQ, Z. This is my headquarters over here. Anytime you get 8, you can always get 9. There is no 8 existence without 9. When 8 is apparent, it is because it's a transfer from 6. And is a creation of 1, which comes from the existence of 55. So there's my 6 and there is my 8. And what do I get? I get Ohio is one of the words from this. O is the F letter. It is also the X. It's Fox High Fox. But here we get IR, and in this one we get headquarters. Fox headquarters, resident birth, Fox. 666-888-99666. That's what it ends up to be. And if we read it out in straight numbers, it becomes 9619. 9619, 9619. The spirit in rotation. And by saying that, where does all this come from? All I need is 2 numbers to create that. 2 numbers can create that. And the numbers are Area 51. Now, should I do it by 4s? Just like that. We take that and we go and we split it. Area 51. And with it, if you take a look over here, We just drew a number 9. Let's see if we can we get any dimension at all? I don't think I did that so good. Something like that. So we have the division 6, 8, 9. And in order to get this, okay, first of all, the percentage sign that I just drew is on your 5 key. And in order to get this, and how you got it was with 5 and 1. So with 1 and 5, okay, you end up with the percentage. You end up with a percentage sign, right? I'm not really sure which way to draw that. Oh my God, they're fighting each other. Has anybody ever seen the Roswell brownstone? Right? It's something a little bit to this, but there's more dimension to it. So this is the percentage sign of 6 and 9. Okay, this was not created with the 5, right? This was not created with the 5, unless sometimes you look at the 5 looking like this. You ever see the way the 5 is sometimes looking like that? And then you have the which other one? Anyways, that's what it ends up looking like. So that's all of Mars creation. That's all Area 51. If Area 51 is whatever it is, so to press the number 2 on those auto vehicle ran out of warranty calls, the 96 are SS. Yes, the SS also. I went over that once before. Yes, the percentage sign. Yes, very well. Interesting logo symbols indeed. Yeah, they're all on the keyboard, right? I mean, it's just ironic that we have the pound key on the 3. Venus is where it's at. The exclamation point on the 1. Why would we put an exclamation point, right? Because really it's to be aware, because this, right, although it takes part in the center of 3, right? 1, 2, and 3 only take part. See, 1 and 3, right, are not alone part of 5, right? 3 and 2 are a part of 5. 4 and 1 are a part of 5. 1 is part of 3. 2 is part of 3. 2 twos are part of 4, and 1 is nothing to do with 4 other than at the reverse of 4 is 3. And when you have 1 and 4 equaling to 5, 5 and 1, your total is now 6. So you now have 1 and 6, and that's your cube. And everything ended with 5. So, but we created our cube this way, only through 5. And we only created 5 because of 1 and 2 equaling to 3. 3 and 2 equal to that 5. 3 and 1 equal to that 4. Now we have 4 and 5. Now I'm going to say something else about 4 and 5 and 2 and 3 and a lot of these numbers, because a lot of these numbers are happening every single month. But I mean, we notice it, we don't think about it. So if I told you 3, 4 Thursdays, so I would say, okay, this is a month with 4 Thursdays, and on the 3rd Thursday, okay, and it's also going to tell you something else. Let's say today is the 30th, okay? 3 plus 0 equals to 3. So I know the 21st of June was a 3 also. but it was a 3-5. Today is a 3-6. But what about the 12th? Well, the 12th is also a 3-5-6. It's a 3-5-6 because it's in the 6th month, and it was on the Pythagorean count of number 3. So there's 3, 12, 21, 3, 12, 21, and 30. There are 4 3s. This month ends with a 3, and there are 4 3s in the month. Next month of July will end with a 4. 31. There are 31 days. Okay. Something I want to go over. Thank you, Susan. And it'd also be fun sometimes if I'm doing something. It's too bad we can't have cameras looking both back at each other and you pointing out, I don't understand this. Slow down, go back, slow down. Don't go so fast. Okay, I understand. I have a vision, or I see an equation, and the equation goes somewhere. I don't know. Could be the 7th inning stretch. So imagine the first time you take your kids to a ball game, you tell them it's a 7th inning stretch, and then they look down, they go, "But Pa, I just heard on the radio it's when it's the bottom of the 7th." They would say there's 6.5 innings played. So I go, "Pa, I didn't hear no 7. I heard it was 6.5 innings played." So that's just like the year. Just like when they tell you, "Hey, it's 2021. Yes, it's 2021. And it's the last day of June. So what does that mean? So 2021 years have gone because it's 2021 plus the amount of days we are at for this year. It's not 2021. For those who think we're living in the year 2021, throw that out the window. For those of you who think that Donald Trump is actually the number president he is, throw that out the window. Grover Cleveland was counted twice as president. I think Benjamin Harris, was it, who was in between? I don't remember who was the president in between Grover Cleveland. Who was the president between Grover Cleveland and Grover Cleveland? 22nd and 24th president. Okay. Who was the president between Grover Cleveland? Was it preceded by Benjamin Harrison, I think it was. Or was it William McKinley? Let me see this for a second. Anyways, so for those of you who you highly believe in certain things because that's what you heard, there's things that go on in this world that we miss because we don't have time for it. We need to look for that alternative news, someone who we can trust to find the truth, to share some information in which they believe because of how they did their due diligence to find out that information. When do we learn, and how many years can somebody tell us a lie? How many years? We've come to a time where it's all groups of 3s. Lots of groups of 3s. People that you can really trust. Okay, let's go on to something else. I don't know what it is. So Nibiru in Beirut, building the cities, farrowing the land. Hoover Dam. Yes. Why do you say that all of a sudden? Why do you say that? Because I don't know if you know Jean-Jacques Leroc, but Warner Brothers, I'm going to look this up. No, I'm going to talk it. Bugs Bunny and Jacques Leroc. Bugs Bunny and Jacques Leroc. Oh, Jack Black. Okay, here it is. Black Jack Leroc. Something like that. Okay, here it is. Now, I don't know if I'm going to... Let me see if I can get this on the camera here. Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me find this out. Okay, in videos, where is it? You see, they won't show me. Last year, oh, here it is. Let's see if we can get it here. But they're showing me an old one. It's not the one I want to watch. I'm going to take you through another one. Oh God, I got music on also in the background.
Which takes place in the middle of the Klondike Gold Rush.
No.
Black Jacques attempts to seize Bug's bag of gold through card cheating, trickery, and out threats, but Bugs outwits him as all.
See, they took away all the good ones. I can't find it anymore. When they took to, you know what I'm saying? I have to find it. Bunny and Jack Black. Copy. Paste. No, I don't want the whole thing. I just want this. Copy. Paste. Wow, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Wow. Wow, I can't believe it. They removed all of them. I've been watching them for years, every single year. Wow. Wow. I can't even get onto it. Wow, I don't believe it. Well, I'm going to come out and I'm going to tell you. Oh, here it is, wet hair. Maybe this one's it. Oh my God, I can't believe they won't let me play it. This is crazy. This is crazy. Please play. Somebody play. Wow, hold on a second. Okay, forget it. This is unbelievable. I'm coming back. I'm back over here. Where's my? Okay, here I am. Okay, this is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. I just can't believe it. Does everybody know? Does anybody know who Jacques Black? Hold on a second. What's his name again? Let me look over here. Black Jack Shellac. Copy. Please do some research on this. Paste. You got to research this. He did something at Hoover Dam. He took it down. He made the water go down. He made the water go down from Bugs Bunny. Our minds are programmed just to say, hey, look, I think I saw it in the past, instead of, going to, the name rings. Yes, he's from Bugs Bunny. Bugs Bunny was at taking a shower underneath the waterfall, and he dammed it up. And then he said, then Jacques Shellac was always blocking the water. And then he started, then he started I don't know what you want to say. Those the blow up the balloons. Well, that's what he was doing to all these dams after, because he was trying to get the Bugs Bunny. You can't get me here. Get me one of the, yes, wet hair. Absolutely right. Right. I mean, but it was, the way I remember it, it didn't seem that old. Or was I that young for it to look that new? It was crazy. It was just crazy. So, it's just crazy how people I don't even know how to mention this, what people are like. Because I need a drink. Carrot juice. Yeah, can't seem to fix that. Okay. Okay. Where can I take this next? It's hot in here just a little bit. I got to look back what I did. I really didn't come prepared for anything. Um, I was looking at a word today. And it was Malaya, Himalaya. Just looking at the word. So for those who don't know what I do, I come here, I draw, I write, I talk, things I thought about, things that might make sense, might not make sense. I create equations. I take a lot of my work from games, from a dice cube, a deck of cards, the pool table. Doesn't matter. It's all out there. It's been created before. If it's been created before, just want to fix the focus a little bit. Focus is way off. Oh, yeah, that's better. Yeah, so Himalaya. And even when you design words, I mean, even when you write a word, I don't know, him. How is that spelled? Is it Himalaya? How did they mark it? Himalaya. And you know the L can be used in many ways, right? Like I just want to go to Roman numerals. You do know in Roman numerals that this, okay, equals to 50. So when I do one of these next to one of these, it equals to one of these. In French, it's called a cat. Okay. So what are you going to call this? What is that? What is that? Can somebody tell me what that is? It can be one of two things. Okay. It can either be a small L, or a capital I. So where L equals to 50, okay, 12L equals to 50, 9I equals to 01. Look at that. Area 51 must be an island. I'm just going to read the comments and see what was put up there. Oh, how you doing, Mighty Mouse? Been a long time. Trip at Vegas, full week. Back in the day, I had a blast. Went to Grand Canyon, plane ride near the edge of Vegas, etc. I decided not to do helicopter over Grand Canyon ride. Long story. Okay. Hoover Dam is a water holder marker. Watch the Zodiac. Hoover Dam is a water holder marker. Yeah, Lake Mead, where they buried all the Indians. Himalaya, Himalaya. Choose Himalaya, Himalayan. Well, when you say IAM, okay, you can intertwine that. I mean, there's ways to do it, and there's reasons to do it. And then you can say not a good enough reason or equation to create. And that reason is that in gematria, and even in our alphabet, what happens is the M, okay, in gematria, okay, the N is valued at 1 and the M is valued at 1. Okay, they are the interchanging, okay, between the first mountain and the second mountain. And the way I do it is like this. And this is, you know, they used to say lamed, lamed, lamed. They say lamed was a very important number. It's like a staircase. Lamed also creates, and for those who understand a little Hebrew, they actually do it this way, right? Which can actually be converted into a 5. And lamed, lamed, lamed can also look like the swastika. So anyways, let's just keep that away from here. The M and N, what happens is once you do that staircase, okay, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, okay, and then you have 2, and then you have 1, then you go over, and then you go up, back to 7, then you go 1, and then you go back up to 7. This is the division between 6 and 6. But my question is, here's G and here's T. I'm going to have to design this a little bit better. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, where is the next one going? If I go 1 over here, how can I do this unless they were joined? I can't do that if I'm over here. I'd have to go equal and go 1 and 1 next to each other because I'm counting with one staircase. Or I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 6, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, and then I can go 6, 7. So there's two ways that I can create this. Each one is going to tell me a slightly different story. I want to know if you understand what I'm doing over here. Yes, Miami. Yes, I was thinking about that too. Mercury, Nevada. So anyways, with this, what has to happen with M and N is I like to say, just like 76765, the Olympics would be right here. This would be the gold, the silver, and the bronze. Now, if you ever noticed on which side the person goes for the silver and which side for the bronze, it'll sort of tell you a little bit about what I think is the gematria ladder. Okay. Where 7, no matter what, is supported by both 6 and 6. It is the bridge. You have two bridges. You call it in between the bridges the seventh gate. 7 and 7. GT. So in the alphabet, where M is the 13th letter and N is the 14th letter, okay, you can call this 1/3 and what quarter. What you do is we're going to count from Z, okay, all the way over to M, and we're going to count from A all the way over to N. And the reason for that is because we count A to M, okay, it equals to a total of 91. And then when we count from a total of N to Z, it equals of a total of 260. I don't remember what it means, but that 260, 130, I don't remember. It fits somewhere. I don't remember where it fits in numbers. I know it's 213s. I know it's related to the queen. I know it's a division of a root because Venus and God, it becomes 266, which is the dividing of the seventh gate. So it's going to tell me a different story here. But why I do it this way is because 1 and 13 equals to the 14th letter. So it brings me out to the 14th letter. So this 91 reaches out to 105. Apparently, that's the hand of God. And that's the same number, 105, as we did when we added up A, B, C, D, E, F times 3. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. And we added all up. We had 9, 18, 30, 45, became 63 over here. Hold on a second. Hold on. Where was I going with this? There's a piece of the story missing. Hold on. Oh boy, 6. Oh yes, okay. So 63 divided by 6, because there's 6 numbers, equals to 10.5, which is A, B, C, D. And 0.5 is very interesting because the only time you really get to the 5 number is when the point is between the 4 corners, and it is only part of all, but nothing more with anything less than. This becomes part of all, or they all join here to become one. One for all and all for one. So if one for all and all for one, the one is then apparent, igniting the 68. 68 when both cubes come together. So that's where we got this number over here. So this overlapping this way. And now when we overlap from Z over to M, I'm going to add on 13, and this would become 273 and 105, and our new number would be 378. Okay, to me, it's the creation of the gateway to heaven. I like to use it that way. So if we look it up on the Gematria calculator, what's it going to say? Hold on a second. Gematria calculator. So here we Germinator. No, I don't want the Germinator. I want the Gematria Hebrew number calculator. Is that it? No, that's not the one I want. Let me see. Is that the one? That's not the one I want. Hold on a second. I don't want the Germinator. Gematrix? Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's the one I want. Okay, so what was I going to put in there? Boy, I don't remember what it is. It was a number. It was a number. Well, anyways, I just want to show you that this would end up being your Zion right over here. Uh, your Zion and your Amen Zion. Amen Zion. Amen Zion. And Amen Zion. So now I forget what I was talking about, what I wanted to write down. But let's look at silver. It's going to be number 85 for now. I just want to see what it does. I want to see what silver does. We were looking, silver is 510. We hit Mars. Okay. 9 and 4 is 13. 8 and 5 is silver. 6, 4, 3, 8, 4, 13, 4, 1, 5, 6, 5, 4. We have a 9 with DW coming together. 4, 4, 5, 9, 7. Rise of the Planet of the Apes. So I'm just looking for some of the numbers that barely come up to a single digit. And when they do come up to a 9, WD, DW. Let's find another 9. Let's find another 9. Well, here's an 8. Artemis, god of the moon. I need 8 and 9 only. 8 and 9 only. See that? I barely got any of them. 7, 12, 4, 12, 5, 6, 8. Here, I got 8. Bro, listen to the kids. See, all these are very specifics because there's very few of them. Anyways, I forget the reason I brought it on there. I just want to go back to Himalayan. How did you spell that again? Himalaya. And as we spoke about before about the Roman numerals, okay, this is basically the same thing. The Y for me, okay, the Y for me. Whoop. I'm just trying to see how this has to be drawn because there's obligations in here, right? You see the sideline here and this area over here, there's a full space. So I can't actually draw this line. If I do draw this line, what is actually happening? Because this is an in-between space. There's regulations to all of this. I don't make the rules, okay? When you have plumbing and piping and all kinds of stuff to build your house, there's all kinds of ways you have to build the walls. So we have to understand that every letter, okay, is going to be doing something. And here is the minimum, okay? Here is the minimum size, okay? Here's the minimum size, if I get this right, that you can draw a Y. Here's the minimum base. And if you're drawing a Y this way, it's because there has to be some sort of dimension to it. Some sort of dimension. Otherwise, what good would it be? Just looking like a little stick. Wouldn't tell me any stories. So I wanted to tell a story, and I just don't know how to design the story. Is that part of the story? Just trying to look a little bit deeper into this. Got this, got that, got this. Put that over here, put that over here. Anyways, I'm a little out of distortion. I'm beginning to draw something that looks like a key. And then if you look at the deck of cards, they're holding a sword. So it doesn't necessarily have to be this, but maybe it's telling you about a key that opens up something. I don't know. I'm just fooling around. Okay, let me get back to this. I'm like a little sleepy bird. So what happens now is we get Roman numerals. Sorry for that. I was like out in another world for a second. But out of this, we're going to get back to Himalaya and talk about the Roman numeral. Where L comes in, is L used the second time? If L is not used the second time, because the capital L and the capital I look the same on your keyboard, okay? And there are many times when they do draw the letter that we put a little house on top of it like that when we're doing Roman numerals. So it more and more looks like the I letter. So the total of these two letters, although it'll be 51, it's also 21. So here I'll just put it out as Mars. 17 times 3 equals to 51. 5 times 1, 5 plus 1 equals to 5 equals to 6. As same as if I would go, okay, 3 times 17, that will equal to 33. And we all know where that number 33 comes from. And it's also part of the creation of the pigs. The creation of the pigs. Do not forget that. The birth of pigs. 3 months, 3 weeks, 3 days. 3 months, 3 weeks, 3 days. I do not make up the rules. I only tell you what they told me. I'm repeating most of everything I do. I turn things into an equation to bring everything closer together. So we have 21. So the question is here, the V letter is the 22nd letter. Since the I, okay, is the 9th letter, 22 minus 9 equals to 13. 22 plus 22 equals to 31. Where do I get this? Well, when I have a V on one side, or if I have the V on the other side, plus and minus, the same way they're doing it over here. 13 and 31. This is all talking about the AC-DC cycle, all running through the DC moon. If you want to know, just say, hey, I want to know. Hey, I want to know. DC, who, all run by the seventh gate of numbers. If we play their game and they get all the information of our likes, we have to show more dislikes. We have to show that we're not happy to the likes. We have to say, this is a movie, don't forget, right? Everything is just what they would do in a movie. It's just science fiction. You cannot like as much as you like, and you can't get involved for no reason just because you want to take part. Something has to be dislocated in order to reconnect the real symbolism, the real understanding, the truth deep beyond. Remember, you don't go to music class if you don't want to learn music. You're not on this channel if you don't want to see something different or an alternative way of seeing one other's possible, the possibilities of not one's reality, because all of this work comes from the smartest people in the world. I didn't create Roman numerals, but I'm showing you the story. So when we come back to Himalayan, okay, what you're actually saying, and I'm not saying who you lay in because that ain't right, right? And AYA, okay, 2 houses of division. A is a division. No matter what you look like, it's a division. And here in Y, you bring everything back together with Y. You bring it back together. Now, I'm not sure at what height we should bring things back together or bridge them. Things can be bridged. Can things be bridged? I'm just trying to see what we can do more with our Y, with our Mercedes sign. This will tell you about silver. This sign is going to tell you about silver, whichever way you want to know. And the reason it tells me about silver is because Mercedes, silver Mercedes, and the word silver in matrix are all number 85. They connect to the blue planet, and 8 and 5 is 13, and then it's going to reconnect to this over here. And this over here is going to spell out the Fed. 4, 5, and 6, because that's what the value is over here. 4, 5, and 6. And then there's a whole story of what goes on in numbers with 4, 5, and 6. Okay, it equals to a total of 120, or add 1 through 20. And this would be where darts come in. 13, 31, 13, 57. Plus 31, 88. The dividing skies of Pegasus. Now you want to go the other way? We're going to go 31 plus 13 plus 31 equals to 75. 57, 75. 7 and 7, 5, 5, 5. This is where memory comes in. This is Earth and Mars comes in. This is where Yo, the student, comes in, because the multiplication of this equals to 125. 5 and 1 equals to Mars. 5 and 2 equals to Earth. 5 and 1 Mars will equal to the student. And now they want to send you all the way back home. Get yourself a ticket to ride. Get yourself a ticket to ride, right? I mean, the electric car came back, right? They built the electric car in the early 1900s. They're just coming back now. Has everybody gone to sleep? But you? Did you go to sleep? Where were you, buddy? Hey, don't you hate me? Don't you hate me? I don't pay much attention to you. Hey, you hate that I don't pay much attention to you? What do you think? I got that camera out again, eh? Hey? Do I pat you nice? Do I pat you nice? Tell me I pat you nice. Nice cat. Nice cat. Hey, you love me? You love me? Say hello to everybody. Okay, go. Shoo, for 2 minutes. Come on, we're going to end the video. Come on, that's it. It's over. It's over. Come on. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. I didn't brush my teeth. Okay, go. 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 Okay, we're going to move the book. Okay. Okay. So the thing about Himalayan, okay, and I don't remember exactly where I was with this word, because here it says I am. Hi, I am. I am Ali, Alia, Ale. I'm just trying to understand the word. I'm a little mixed up. The cat came in. I was a little mixed up to start with. I got no excuses. We're going to come to the end of the video. I'm going to try and see if I can brush something up out of this over here. There's just so many things. Prime numbers. Does anybody know? Let me go read. Hold on a second. Jailhouse Rock. Frequency, frequently, rice, frequency. A few years ago, and this is one of the things I saw many years ago, we each see something, right? We all know some little thing, and we don't know what it is. That's why we have to associate. Eventually, the keys are thrown to us. The information is given to us, just almost like that, but we're working for it. Otherwise, the information will come to us, and if we're not in any way curious about something, Curious George, The word George, G-E, gold, G-E. The word George is talking about the moon. So what did Curious George do? And what about the monkeys? Because there's a lot of connections to the moon. And the word monkey is 1328, right there. Cycle of man, connection to the moon. N is 14, connection to the sun, birth DNA. So that would be 42, now connected to the cat. Key would be 53, electric company. And Y, 53, 63, 73, 78, a gateway. So I have to unscramble that word. And that's only in basic English. Now, don't forget, there's other things. We can go into Chaldean and try and bring a balance. We can go into Gematria and see Gematria Chaldean, English Gematria, Hebrew English, and try and balance 2, maybe 3, but never more. Because once you get more, you have the mirror. It shows us 3 out of 4. Like, I just want to jump off and on the subject. The 5th day of the month, the 14th day of the month, the 23rd day of the month. There's no other. There's only 3. That's right. When you get to number 5, there are no months with more than 3 of them. There's only 3 number 5s. Now with number 4, 4, 13, 22, 31. There are 4 of them. There are 4 freaking 4 of them. There are 4 of them. There, in the month of July, there are 4 July 4ths. 4 July 4ths. How about the 1st? The 1st, the 10th, the 19th, the 28th. So after the cycle of 1 is over, in a month of 31 days, there's 29, 30, 31. So it'll be 4 cycles of 7, starting at 1 plus 3. Starting at 2, there'll be 4 cycles of 7, starting at 2. And the telephone starts at 2 at ABC. So we're starting at 2 at ABC. The split, we're divided. 1 divides either in a quarter or in 1/2. Look, divide things, look and divide, you'll see. 23 is a hue. There's a lot of number 23s out there. Number 35, Herbie, he was a number 23, or he'll create a 23. Number 27 is a 23. Number 15 will create what 23 creates. And 15 will also recreate 14 on its 3rd level. 1 times 5, 1 plus 5, 6 and 5. 6 times 5, 6 plus 5, 30 and 11, 41. 4 and 1. So if we have 4 and 1, is it 4, 2, 1? If I have 4 and 1, and I mentioned this before, if you have 1 and 4, we'll say that's a quarter. But if you have 4 and 1, we'll say that's 4 times something. 4 times something. When you do 4 of anything, it will always bring you back to the beginning of what you started. 4 times 3, 12. 1 and 2, 3. 4 times 6, 24. 2 and 4, 6. 4 times 9, 36. 3 and 6, 9. What if I did another number? 4 times 1, 4. 4 times 4, 16. 1 and 6 is 7. 4 times 7, 28. 2 and 8 is 1. Does anybody know what just happened? Does anybody know what happened? I'm going to put it out on paper and show you what just happened. Show you what 3 and 4 does. Numbers do 3. They're magic. They're like magic. So we'll put this book on top of the cat this time. We'll have to work on top of the cat. So when we go 4 times 3, 6, or 9, or 1, 4, or 7, or 2, 5, or 8. Okay. And where do I get that from? I get it right from here. Right here. Okay. So 4 by 3 is 12. 4 by 6 is 24. 4 by 9 is 36. 1 and 2 is 3. 2 and 4 is 6. 3 and 6 is 9. 4 times 1 is 4. 4 by 4 is 16. 4 by 7, 28. Cycle of the half. Cycle. Here's the cycle. Here's the half. This one over here. So this is going to end up being 4, 7, and 1. They repeat itself. They repeat itself. 4 by 2, 0, 8. 4 by 5, 20. 4 by 8, 32. 5, 2, 8. So 4 makes everything the same again. 4 makes everything the same again. Now, what happens with, don't forget, I told you the division is DC, right? So now we're going to do 3. What does 3 do? 3 brings everything home. 1, 4, 7, 2, 5, 8, 3, 6, 9. 3 by 1, 3. 3 by 4, 12. 3 by 7, 21. 3 by 2, 0, 6. 3 by 5, 15. 3 by 8, 24. 3 by 3, 0, 9. 3 by 6, 18. 3 by 9, 27. 3, 1 and 2, 3, 2 and 1, 3, 6, 1 and 5, 6, 2 and 4, 6. They all look like 2's backwards, eh? 6 is funny. Looks like it backwards. 9, 1 and 8, 9, 2 and 7, 9. So the house of 3 brings everything to the value of 369. The house of 4 brings everything to the value of the same house that it is in. 4 brings 369 together, therefore 3 and 4 work together all the time. 7 times 7 times 7 equals 343, or CDC. 7 plus 7 plus 7 equals to 21, which is U, and it is the cube, 1 through 6. We did this already, 1 through 6. When we add 21 to 343, which is 364, or it is 13 moons to the 28-day cycle. 13 moons, add 1 to 13, it equals to 91, equaling to the spirit. 1 to 13 times 4 equals to 364, and you have 4 suits in the deck of cards. Every suit has 13 cards in it. And this is your 7th gate, and the letters will say gun. The letters will say gun. The word cube, I think that's also number 7, 28, 31. The word cube is 31. Again, linked to the moon. Number 31, number 13, linked to the moon. In the same way as man has the bar mitzvah at 13, and the word man is a 28-day cycle. I'm trying to see, is there anything that I have missed, could have missed? For those who have not seen what this is yet, the Y that I spoke about earlier, okay, the Star of David goes in here, the ice cube goes in here. I'm not sure how deep I should create this. 20, 21, this is 22. So I would have to do this. And what happens is when these shapes are this size, they divide differently. As well, I spoke before about the overlapping, how we overlap the second set of bricks, how we overlap this side with that side and that side with this side, and this side over here is shared for the two sides. And we also see artwork like this. And the reason for the artwork is because of the truth of what's going on between these divisions. I'm really never sure how to create some of the see, we can do this, right? I'll leave 2 cubes, one here and one here, divided by 1, and it's because of what the lines do. Come here, I can go up here, I can go up here, I can go up here. Here I did it a little bit differently, I don't know why. Anyways, okay. There's just so many things. There's just so much, it never ends. Sometimes I'm caught between a rock and a hard place. I guess the rock is a little hard. So that I didn't finish comes off the roulette wheel. This is where the cube comes in. This is where the Magen David comes in. I'm not sure if anybody heard what I had to say about the Magen David. It is the divide of the FED. The reason for that is it is also part of the connection to 666. because of how it connects to the center of these numbers. It is the heart of 666, sorry, at a total of 111 plus 37. I think 148. 148 minus 666. 148 minus 666 equals to 8 equals to 1 equals to 4. 418. I think it's 418. I'm trying to figure out, there was something else with this cube being this size. If I was to run a line on these angles, it would only use up here and here. This is what I call the delta angles, the angles or the corners that are closest to the center. And if this was a building, right, this would be, I think this would be one wall, and then this would be the other wall. Not sure if you can see that. It's hard to write in the air, my friend. Little kitty cat. Anyways, didn't come out really good. I'm tired. Hey, kitty cat, you want to give me a big hug and kiss? Oi, oi, oi. Oi, give me a big hug and kiss. Oi, oi, oi. Oi, give me a big kiss. Give me a kiss. You love me. Come on. That's it. You're mad at me, right? You're mad? You're running away. Look at her run. She's running away. Look how fast. She's really mad at me. Are you mad at me? Tell everybody thank you for being here. If anybody's got any questions, something you want me to look at, tear apart, and piece back together, there's some love for you, Cat. Hey, Cat. Cat. Usually I call my, I have a name. Does anybody know the name of my cat? Here, I'll spell it out for you. Here's the name of my cat. Anyways, there's just so many things. For those who don't know the sequence of the number system sequence of 4 is over here. 136 163 199 136 163 199. And why it's in different colors, because if it's running in 4s, this is what it would look like. Okay, and where does it repeat? It repeats right down here. First row, second row, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth. It repeats on the 10th row. So if you go repeat on the 10th row, what you would do is 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's row number 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we would have to take these 2 rows here because these are the center. This is the center of the 2 sides. And then we'd have 163, 199. That's the center of the 2 sides, but nothing matches. It only starts to match when we come down here, but this is the center. 6, 1, 7, 6. 6, 1, 7, 6. Anyways, that's it, I guess, for now. Kitty cat. Hey, Peaches. Hey, love. You know what? When she answers me, right, I'll let you know what she answers me. She answers me to tuck, tuck, tuck. Chick, chick, chick. And those are all things when I shake the bag. I guess her name is chick, chick, chick. And when I knock the can with my spoon, right? So maybe her name is Can. Hey, Can. No, I can do it. Communication, angle of transmission. The cat, always cleaning herself, but she's not cleaning herself. She's actually busy because after she does this, she's going to sleep. She's getting all that information coming out of the vibration of the sky, gathering up the information that's stuck to her fur, gathering it down in a hairball until she gurgitates, sleeps it, learns all the information, goes to the litter box and buries her poop because she knows how important that information is to make sure that that draining from her pee just sticks to a big rock so nobody can get all that information, because I'm a busy communication angle gatto of transmission. Thank you for watching this video. Hope to see you again. The one thing I wanted to say is, man, somebody bought this building and they want to renovate, do all kinds of stuff, and I really just don't want. I'm just happy the way it is. I mean, yeah, I can use new cupboards, but they're not bothering me. The only thing I really, really want about this apartment is I'd love to have a good exhaust for my stove so it goes right outside. Windows that don't freeze in the wintertime and I can keep the ice on the outside instead of on the inside. Is that too much to ask? Or a screen or a patio door that if you don't keep the heater next to it, the door don't open anymore? Is that too much to ask? But if I ask anything, this guy wants to renovate this whole place and jack the price 25%. Everybody's out for the big old buck. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's out for the big old buck. And imagine if everybody got $1 million, who would be working? You know, there's this thing going on called Gesera. And if you ever hear of it and it's free money, and the minute you have to, anything that's free that you have to sign your name to, other than signing that you're getting the free money, did you receive it? Yes, I received it. That's it. There shouldn't be anything tied up to something you are given as a gift. And then I believe that that system's got to work a different way, that you have to get extras and all that extra money or whatever it is that's coming in. I'm telling you the story that I read online has to be properly. Anyways, whatever. Don't want to talk about that. Talked about why. We understood what why is. I'm going to show you what why is one more time before we let this go. Interlapping and overlapping. Oh, I didn't do Himalaya. Here is the why. This is also part of what Great Britain's flag is. Okay, I redesigned Great Britain's flag, and part of the design in Great Britain's flag happens to be with the word Heinz, which is a bipolar design because it shows highs and lows divided by an area of space and time. And the Y has a separation to where this side and this side is holding up the center. The barber's pole in the center. You see that one center over here? This is the V for life holding up with 1 and 1. You can put 1 on the left, and on the right you can put 3. You put 2 of these together, you create an X or a value of 10. Here's a V1V, the Fed. Roman numeral 911 is when this turns into an X, 2 candle holders. I don't know where they take me. There's so many things going on, and I'm talking to myself, sharing it with you, hoping that one day we can get into a big conversation and flower this thing until we share this information, till all this information, hopefully the flower bears fruit and sweetness and honey. And thank you very much. Yes. Peace. Peace. Thank you for watching this video. Everybody knows if you need to email me something to look at, I'm just going to put that down here. And boom. Have a good night.